There's a jungle out. There's a jungle out. Alleyne's out. There's a jungle out there and the hunt is on. A jungle out there and the hunt is on. We gonna hunt you down. We gonna hunt you down. We gonna come, we ain't playing, it's the last thing on our minds. Stop crime much if you really wanna stop crime. Be safe in your home, be safe in the street. It's a cold place and I'm really feeling the heat. I never wear gold cause someone's always peeping by the fence. Still crime much came and give TNT confidence. I had a dream in the dark, I had a dream in the spring. I had a dream like mom knew that there's a jungle out there and the hunt is on. A jungle out there and the hunt is on. We gonna hunt you down. We gonna hunt you down. Yo, there's a jungle out. There's a jungle out. Alleyne's out. There's a jungle out there and the hunt is on. A jungle out there and the hunt is on. We gonna hunt you down. We gonna hunt you down. We gonna come, we ain't playing, it's the last thing on our minds. Stop crime much if you really wanna stop crime. Be safe in your home, be safe in the streets. It's a cold place and I'm really feeling the heat. I never wear gold cause someone's always peeping by the fence. Still crime much came and give TNT confidence. I had a dream in the dark, I had a dream in the spring. I had a dream like mom knew that there's a jungle out there and the hunt is on. A jungle out there and the hunt is on. We gonna hunt you down. We gonna hunt you down. Yo, there's a jungle out. There's a jungle out. Alleyne's out. There's a jungle out there and the hunt is on. A jungle out there and the hunt is on. We gonna hunt you down. We gonna hunt you down. We gonna come, we ain't playing, it's the last thing on our minds. Stop crime much if you really wanna stop crime. Be safe for
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is I.A.N. This is Crime Watch, and we're back. Top of the evening to you. All those of you who are locked online, a special good evening to you. All those of you who are looking at me from all over the world, a special good evening to you. Wow, is Trinidad really a real place? Is Trinidad really a real place? Ladies and gentlemen, today is Tuesday, the 7th of February. Tuesday, the 7th of February. I want to take some calls. I want to find out what's happening with you. And just to let you know, our YouTube is back up and running. Yeah, YouTube is back up and running. It's back up and running, and we're happy. We did some. In fact, we're still doing. Now we're doing work on our app. All right, but we're not going to shut down the app or anything. But all right, but YouTube is back up and running, and there's a lot going on. That's why I said we're taking it to another level, and I really like it, those of you who avid viewers from YouTube and all the different apps and whatnot, you're gonna support me, because we're gonna take it to another level. With respect to those of you sending information, we realize that we're not really doing it as fast as we're supposed to, because there are a lot of other things that our staff is involved in. So we want to hire a group of people to see about it, hire staff, and just to run that part of the information, and a small group, but trusted persons and whatnot. I've already handpicked a few people. I wouldn't tell you their names and whatnot, but just a few people, and the information will come to me, and I will send it to them, and we'll just take it to the next level and deal with your reports, because I think that I haven't been doing that as far, unfortunately, I haven't been doing it as fast as I would like to, and, so I really need to strengthen that department. It's costing a lot, to do, and so we're gonna have a little like an ad, and just to tell you what we are all about with respect to that department, and you support via PayPal or we send you a Swiss account and whatnot, and we're gonna take it from there. But we're gonna need your support. A minimum, Swift code, sorry. Swift code. Just to let you know that listen. The murder toll is 70 for the year, while there are 9 murders recorded for February thus far. So it's the 7th of February. We are 9. We are 70. We are 70 70 for the year thus far, and 9 persons have been, And, Director, what I want you to do, I want you to check and tell me, in years gone by, the last 6 years, on this day, what was the murder total in 2022, 2020, 2020, 2021, 2020, 2018, 2019. Just tell me. So, I want to open up the lines for you a little bit and just take some calls and whatnot. Police are in search of 5 men. 5 men who robbed a central businessman over $1 million early on Tuesday. A lot of people were calling to ask me if it was RMA. No, it's not RMA. Around 4 a.m., the businessman was at his freeport home when 5 armed bandits broke and robbed his family and took their vehicle. The suspect then went to one of the man's business place in Chase Village, where they broke into a vault and reportedly stole over 1 million TT. Over 1 million TT. They broke into a vault and stole over 1 million TT. Also, ladies and gentlemen, that is why you have to be careful having all that amount of cash at home. And you see, what's happening now is that friend telling friend, people telling people, people telling people, and we have to be real careful about that. We have to be real careful about that because there are a lot of people watching. There are a lot of people watching, a lot of people who, Also, ladies and gentlemen, 2 alleged Rasta City St. James gang members were denied bail after they were charged with a Tobago casino robbery. 2 alleged Rasta City St. James gang members were denied bail after they were charged with a Tobago casino robbery. The suspect was identified as 24-year-old Joseph Daniel, a.k.a. Geico, of Providence Estate, Upper Bournes Road, St. James, and 23-year-old Jaquan Alleyne of Nile Street, Cocorite. Around 2 a.m. on Sunday, the 4th of December, the 2 men, both armed with firearms, robbed Casino Royale 88 at Crown Point, Tobago, of $285,000 in cash. On Wednesday, 21st of December, Daniel was arrested and charged with 3 counts of robbery and aggravation and common assault. Daniel previously appeared before a Scarborough magistrate and was not called upon to plea and was remanded in custody. The lawmen conducted further inquiries, and on Tuesday, 31st of January 2020, they received information about the second suspect. As a result, proceeded to 11 Church Street, St. James. Whilst there, the officers apprehended Alleyne, who was similarly charged with 3 counts of robbery and aggravation and common assault. Alleyne appeared before a Scarborough magistrate on Monday, the 6th of February, and was not called upon to plea, was denied bail, and remanded in custody. Okay? Just giving you the news as it comes. A Couva man was held with a Glock pistol inside his bedroom today by Central Division Task Force. Brandon Malcolm was arrested by officers who executed a search warrant for arms and ammunition at Southern Main Road, Mark Bean Hall in Couva. Around 6:15, officers executed a search warrant at Malcolm's home, where they allegedly found and seized a Glock 17 pistol fitted with a selector, along with 2 firearm magazines and 6 live rounds of 9mm ammunition inside his bedroom. The search warrant exercise was part of a series of anti-crime raids carried out within the Central Division area South, coordinated by Senior Superintendent Pierre, Superintendent Monteshad, Superintendent Ram John, ASP Akblak Singh, and Inspector Sylvan, and carried out by members of the Central Division Task Force Area South under the supervision of Sergeant Prasad. So a man was held with a gun at his home. He's been identified, as you can see photographs of him, Brandon Malcolm. Also, ladies and gentlemen, a Venezuelan woman was reportedly raped by a man pretending to be a taxi driver in Cunupia. Around 5:15 a.m., the 38-year-old victim got into a red Honda car in Cunupia and asked to be taken to a workplace. Upon reaching Gillies Road in Madras, the driver stopped the vehicle and threatened the woman with a cutlass before sexually assaulting her. He then dropped her outside a food establishment in Caroni, Southbank Road, St. Helena. A report was made to the St. Joseph Police, and the victim was subsequently taken to St. Joseph Health Center. The suspect is reportedly of East Indian descent, heavily built, brown in complexion, sporting a low haircut, clean shaven, and was clad in a black t-shirt and a pair of blue pants. What they should have done was check CCTV cameras where they pass. Those crimes, that's an easy crime to solve, you know. Where they pass. Stop, come out of your vehicle, and just check areas. And that is why, ladies and gentlemen, that is why I am strengthening the information that we receive, strengthen that area of the website where persons send us information anonymously. Because when we get that information now, we can act, we can create files, we can do more, just do more. We have all those things in place, but I need to do more. I just want to do more. And I'm asking you for your support. You're going to see ads coming up and whatnot, and we're going to do it. We're really going to do it and fix this place, because more must be done. More must be done, because a lot of you are looking at me from foreign. You know, you want to come back. You want to send your kids for Carnival. You want to send your kids for Christmas, for Diwali. You want to send your family, but you're cautious. It's just a handful of people hotting up this dancing. It's just a handful of people. And we must be able to expose the handful. We have to expose the handful. And to the guy who raped the Venezuelan girl, that could, I mean, no woman deserved that. No woman deserved that. And he's a monster. He's really a monster to do something like that. And he must be caught. And if you have any information, if anybody from the Venezuelan community would like to meet with me, I'll make myself available. All right? That is terrible. That is really, really terrible, because it could happen to any one of you and any one of your daughters early morning, after 5, getting into a taxi, going to work, going to Port of Spain, going to Jaquan. Some people have to leave home, as they say in Trinidad, 4 morning, and in the dark, and take a taxi and not knowing that there are predators out there. You're gonna make a daily bread, and there are people looking to rape you, slit your throat, do all kind of thing, take your money, and they are monsters. They are monsters. And I can put my neck on a block. That's not the first time he's doing that. That's not the first time, because no man pull out no blade, put it by no woman's throat, and have sex with them, just so. No, you don't ever go from 0 to 200 like that. Maybe he tried it and he got away, and some people just like to go and make a report and say, well, somebody raped me, I went to the police station, go and get medical, go and do this, go and do that. You know, and he must be hunted on. A crime like this should be a priority. Should be a priority with respect to investigation. Because there are a lot of women out there taking taxis on evening. So something like this should not just be pushed under the back burner, pushed to the back burner. This should be a priority. They should have a team of investigators on this, because we need to find this monster. Again, a red Honda Civic. That's all we know. That's all we know. A red Honda Civic. Yeah. The suspect is reported of East Indian descent, heavily built, brown in complexion, sporting a low haircut, clean shaven, and clad in blue t-shirts. He was pretending to be a taxi driver. Now we need to find this guy, boy. A red Honda car, red. Anybody know about anybody looking like this? Yeah, because he's a predator out there, and he could take your daughter tomorrow. If he could rape a woman today, he could rape somebody tomorrow. And if you play a rank up and you're fighting back, he could hit you some hard chop and throw your body some way. Yeah, that is serious. That is serious. And sometimes it's just simple, you know. It's just simple to deal with the crime, you know. Just simple to deal with some issues like this. Like, you know, when you see this, when these things happen, and these things are properly investigated, and you go and check CCTV camera, pick up the victim, you drive around. Where you see the camera, girl? Right here. You get a translator, she sit down in the car, you see the camera here. You come out in a nice way, you just see a camera footage or trying to get something there, thing there. And you'll be surprised, you know, people give me footage, yeah? Yeah, they give me footage because, I mean, I have a good name. and you investigate it, you deal with the police and them. You know which people, persons I got like that? You know which persons I got like that? Yeah, a lot of people. So we need to find this predator, because if we picked her up in Kunupia, well, in the zone, in the central zone. So I'm appealing for your daughter, for those children, those families who have young ones traveling on mornings and some little schoolgirls and whatnot. Be on the lookout. The man sporting a red Honda car. Suspect is body of East Indian descent, heavily built, brown in complexion, sporting a low haircut, and he might hide the car for a little while. He might take it down. So remember, my number is 294-4081. That's 294-4081. Okay? Also, police are searching for 7 suspects who robbed a customer at a bar in Santa Flora early on the 5th of February. That's Monday. Around midnight, the 53-year-old customer, a coconut vendor, was liming by Sunday. Well, around midnight, the 53-year-old customer, a coconut vendor, was liming Alibi? Bar in Santa Flora, when 7 men, 2 armed firearms, another with cutlass, ran and announced a robbery. The bar owner was behind the counter, ran into the back stockroom, while the customer was ordered to lie down on the floor. The suspect robbed the victim of a pair of gold letter earrings valued $500, $700 Kangal hat, and a black wallet containing his national identification, and $1,700 before fleeing the scene. You had a proper camera footage, you know, to deal with these monsters, you know. To deal with these monsters. You know, I just want to shift. This is really a different place in this country, you know. And that's why sometimes I don't want to hear people again. I don't want to hear certain people, you know. You have a country where we have an attorney general. I know I'm jumping the gun, but where you have an attorney general who was sacked from a case. The U.S. said, because with respect to the airport inquiry and whatnot, and they said, well, he lied, and, you know, an attorney general fired by U.S. tell him, we don't want to deal with you as the attorney general for Trinidad. And you know, that is normal in Trinidad. That is just normal, like there's water under the bridge, where our attorney general credibility and integrity has been compromised, and it is so shameful, and nobody's doing nothing. You have people sitting on as members of parliament, charged as they, normal in parliament, normal. Where in Trinidad you will get that? And when you get charged, and they say you are a government official, you are a government official, boy, Service Commission making sure they fire you one time, they get rid of you. Let's say you attached a corporation or some government agency. Yeah? They don't take you back, so partner. They don't take you back. They don't take you back if you're charged. If you're charged. I even know the court rule on it, but a lot of things, a lot people positions and whatnot, and it's like people get away with all kind of things in Trinidad, boy. When the world you have attorney general. Now, you heard about the file that went missing with Vindra Naipal with respect to the damages and the persons that get $2 million. All of a sudden, that file come back. The file appear. You want to blame this one, you want to blame that one. You're saying is that lawyer, is this one, is this man, is all kind of stupidness, boy. You understand? So it's like, you really want to know what's going on. You really want to know what's going on in this country. So again, a man was arrested after officers found and seized 2 firearms and assortment of ammunition during a crime suppression exercise in northeastern Port-au-Prince Division on Saturday. 27-year-old man of Romaine Lands mover was arrested after officers found a Browning PQ semi-automatic pistol fitted with a magazine containing 11 rounds of 9mm ammunition. At the time, officers were responding to a report of a group of armed men along a roadway in the Romaine Lands mover area. Upon their arrival, a man allegedly dropped a firearm and attempted to flee when he spotted the officers. The suspect was subsequently held and is currently in custody at the Mover Police Station, assisting Police Constable Ferguson with the investigation. The suspect is facing possession of a firearm, ammunition charges. Meanwhile, officers of the Northeastern Division Task Force searched a bridge in the vicinity of Rambusan Trace, San Juan, where they allegedly found a black chrome Glock 17 pistol fitted with a magazine and 4 rounds of 9mm ammunition. So again, Northeastern Division, they're doing it well, they're doing it well. All right? Also, an Arangwes man was arrested after he was found with a gun in his vehicle while marking a businessman. I know I spoke about this yesterday, and just to let you know, our YouTube is up and running. In future, when there is no YouTube, do not call me. All you need to do is to go to the website, ianallen.org. That is all. And we've been saying it day after day after day that I've become so irritable just explaining to persons. When there is no YouTube, you can go to ianallen.org and look at the show. Our apps are connected to YouTube, so we're working on that part. So when there's no YouTube, our apps are down. If you don't have no YouTube, you go to Facebook, I.A.N. Alleyne Network on Facebook, and you can look at Crime Watch. You understand? It's not. I mean, a lot of you have been calling from all over the world. I can't see it, but every day we keep telling you the same thing. Go to ianallen.org if there is no YouTube. That is all. I'm saying it back again. An Arangwes man was arrested after he was found with a gun in his vehicle while marking a businessman in St. Augustine. The suspect was identified as 30-year-old Christian Span of William Street. Oh, let me see him. Christian Span. Okay, so you've seen the photo. Christian Span, boy. Marking a businessman. PC Singh and other officers from St. Joseph Police Station Crime Patrol responded to a report about a heavily tinted suspicious SUV. Registration PDL 2221 parked at Dry River Trace Freeman Road in St. Augustine. When the officers arrived at the occasion, they ordered the suspect out of the vehicle and conducted a search. A Taurus 9mm loaded with 8 rounds. Mr. Man, what are you doing with that, boy? Christian, what are you doing with that? You need to go to church. A Taurus 9mm pistol loaded with 8 rounds. Well, feels the music. Apparently, it's alleged that he was marking a businessman. A man damaged Western Union property at a Rima branch after the teller refuses to use someone else's ID card for him to access cash wire to him on Wednesday. How in God creative world you could do that? How? If somebody send money to you, how you could use a friend ID card to get the money? Around 11 a.m., the suspect of African descent entered the establishment at Green Street, Arima, and informed one of the tellers that he wanted to collect cash that was wired to him. The man reportedly provided the relevant information to the teller, but did not have a form of identification card. He was then informed that for the transaction to be processed, he must have a valid ID. The man left and later returned with another person who presented his ID card to the teller for his friend to access the wired cash. The teller informed both men that the person who's receiving the cash has to be the one who's present with a valid form of identification. After being told the third-party transaction are not conducted, the suspect got angry and violently pulled 3 signature pads valued $7,260 from the teller's booth and threw it against the wall before leaving. A report was later made to the police, and PC John of the Rima CID was detailed to provide, to deal with the matter. That'll be easy because they have cameras and whatnot. And sometimes you don't know, yeah, because there are a lot of things going around where you have to go on, people selling all kind of things, but the way you're going to put the money in the bank. Put the money in the bank. They're selling products on social media, put the money in the bank. But you have seen no product yet, and they're selling wig, they're selling stove, they're selling fridge, go and put the money in the bank. And when you go on the spot, it's some fake account or some fake thing, they using Western Union. They say, okay, well, Western Union, the money from me now. But the con artists know that if you go by Western Union and the person get robbed, they'll get the footage. It's all kind of things, so you have to watch that. You have to watch that. You have to watch that. And imagine the man became very agitated and angry, and he pulled out the signature pad. Apparently it values $7,000. But they're going to deal with him. 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 So ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a fast break. As you can see, I want to say a special hello to Rasta City Trading. Okay, they have for a source for high quality new and used Korean auto parts, Sukai diesel service. Also, there's a commercial building for rent, a new executive architect designed 2-story commercial building for rent, situated 2 minutes from Piarco International Airport at BWIA Boulevard. Ideally suited for corporate business use, includes 19,200 square feet per floor, parking for 120 vehicles. So if you're looking for a good spot, well, check it out. Also want to see a special to Varma Steel, SNS Passad Supermarket, Domas Windows and Doors, solar e-glass that reduces electricity costs and whatnot. They have it. You should check them out. Liqua Construction. Let's take a fast break. When we come back, we'll continue, and I'll tell you about the Attorney General when we come back.
Rasta City Trading is your #1 source for high quality, new and used Korean auto parts. We are well stocked and carry a wide variety of engines, starters, compressors, alternators, power steering pumps, fans, sensors, head and tail lights, bumpers, grills, shocks, cradles, steering racks, and so much more. Let us help you improve your car's performance. Come on down to lot number 78, Bamboo number 2. Call us to get a quote at 645-2603 or WhatsApp at 704-2246. Automotive is what we do. Rasta City Trading. Quality products, fantastic prices.
Sukai's Diesel Service brings you outstanding and exceptional quality. We carry original parts, diesel pump and injector overhaul, diesel pump and injector testing, machine shop services, complete diesel engine overhaul, engine dyno testing, turbocharger repairs, government approved vehicle inspection station 1. We are the premier source of all things diesel. Call us today for an appointment at 671-0900. If it's diesel, it's Sukai's Diesel.
Here's another reason to advertise on Crime Watch. Over 46 million views on YouTube alone in the last 6 years. An outstanding 14 million views for 2022. And on track to surpass that in 2023. In just the previous month, we have surpassed over 1 million views and over 1 million hours of watch time. Can you imagine the reach our YouTube platform will get you? Don't forget, persons will also see your business every day by watching our live program on television, on our website, our iOS and Android applications, and of course, our Facebook page that boasts over 576,000 followers. Our packages are based on viewership, so that your business can get the most exposure possible. Advertise where the people are watching. Advertise where it matters on Crime Watch.
New executive architect designed 2-story commercial building for rent, 2 minutes from the Piarco International Airport at BWIA Boulevard. Ideally suited for corporate business use, parking for 120 vehicles, 3-phase electricity, elevator outfitted with toilets and kitchenettes, fully approved by all statutory boards, air conditioned and ready for immediate occupancy. Call or WhatsApp Jaquan at Star Surge Exclusive Real Estate Company Limited, 355-7119-383-7797 or email for appointments and information.
In construction, time is money. Get your roofing materials at the #1 supplier, Varma Steel. Shop today, collect upon purchase, or have it delivered within 24 hours. 28-gauge pre-painted roofing sheets, $27 per foot. 26-gauge pre-painted roofing sheets, $36 per foot. Get purlin, steel beams, high-grade roofing sheets, chain link wire, decking pans, and much more at Varma Steel. Order, pay, collect, and go. It's that quick and easy. Visit, call, or WhatsApp today.
Spreading love all month long this Valentine's with all the savings you love. Get Cadbury Milk Tray, 78 grams, $31.95. Cadbury Retro Selection, $98.95. Lindor Fudge Swirl, $75.95. Yellowtail Salted Wines, $119.95. Lamont Parrot Wine, $124.95. Barefoot Rose Pink Gift Sets, $119.95. Barefoot Pinot Grigio Bubbly, $214.95. Cockburn's Fine Ruby Wine, $189.95. DeLuca Sparkling Rose, $199.95. But feel the love like Dove. Win one of 2 Dove hampers when you purchase $30 in Dove products. Pose for instant photos from our photo booth on Valentine's Day. Enjoy free chocolate sampling and giveaways all month long. Number 91 High Street, Rio Claro. Number 24 St. Anne's, Mayaro. And number 3 Guayari Main Road, Mayaro. SNS Passage Supermarket. Simply better shopping.
Do you want I.A.N live at your business and seen on television? Then book your live now and promote your business the best way you can. Get 1 hour of ad-free live broadcasting on television and all our platforms. Don't wait, spots are going quickly, so book now. Call 294-4081, 225-4327 or 225-3250.
At Dumas Windows and Doors, we offer custom designs, solar e-glass that reduces electricity costs, security laminate glass that requires no burglar proofing, sound reduction by 35 decibels and more, professional installation, and online payments available for quality UPVC solutions. Call us today.
We are professionals in general construction, paving, asphalt services, and preparation of residential and commercial developments. At Liqua Construction Services Limited, our team of professionals has the knowledge, experience, and resources to make your projects run smoothly, on time, on budget. We supply red sand, gravel, oil sand, and more. Equipment rental available: 20-ton excavators, mini excavators, porta-cool, bulldozers, concrete pumps, and so much more. Contact us today for a free site visit and quote. First 5 orders will receive a gift voucher from Raquel Moda or a Robert Graham polo shirt.
So run Udesha, we're looking for Udesha. I want you to get in contact with me again, because we did speak with him and you were supposed to contact the people on them. And all right, so Udesh, Miraj, get in contact. I'd like to speak with you again. Yeah, we need to get to Udesh because somebody looking for him, and yeah, you say he's selling detergent and all kind of thing, but you should hear the facts. You should hear the story about the people and him. Real unfortunate, real unfortunate. So, Udesh, what's happening with the people? What's going on? What's the arrangement? Tell me, Udesh, tell me. All right, so let Udesh know. We did speak with him last night and the people waiting. All right, to get their money. Thank you. With respect to, the Western Union thing, this is what I heard. This is what I heard, eh? I can't tell you this story. See, everybody, things just come out on apparently the man, the Western Union, where he wanted to collect money, and he didn't have a proper ID. This is what I am hearing now, that apparently he wanted to send money for his daughter, but he didn't have an ID, a proper ID. He couldn't find his ID or something like that, And he went and he got a guy, a friend of his, I think working in Wassa or something like that, some partner. And he went back and he said, well, the girl said, no. He said, so what difference it make? I give you all, I want to send you money for my daughter. Okay, I don't have an ID. I bring my partner here. Okay, well, it look like he's sending the money. So we could say, see, or is it that two sides are a story? You see, there was that two sides, but he was wrong for mashing up all the signature pads and whatever. And now he now expense at $7,000. You got to find that. He might get arrested and whatnot. And, I don't know if they arrest him as yet, because they're going to be looking for him for damaging the people's property. But that is what I am hearing now, that he wanted to send money, and he carry a partner because he didn't have the ID, so he went and he get the partner now, and he said, yeah, what's going on now? Let's see what we could do to send us money for my daughter, and that is exactly what happened. So let's continue. Days after, Attorney General Reginald Amor announced that an investigation was launched into the missing file in the ex-Vindra Naipal Kuhlman murder-accused malicious prosecution case. The file has resurfaced. Wow. Only in Trinidad. In a statement issued from the AG's office, confirmed the file was located and will be passed on to lead investigators, former appeal court justice Stanley John. Where did the file come from all of a sudden? You see, and people like they don't. That is so serious. So you really think this small man who have matters pending and whatnot and thing. You see how files could disappear. If a high-profile matter like this, a matter that brought national attention, and even the Prime Minister made a statement and whatnot, everybody come out and talk, the file just come back. So a poor man, a small man, it just goes to show people could do all kind of thing and a file could go missing. So when people say they don't have trust, you see, when these things happen, people lose trust in the justice system. But nobody don't care. Nobody don't care. They find that, well, okay, when the file come back, it come back. No. So a normal man who's looking for justice, just so a high-profile file like that could go missing and resurface. Just so. Why your file can't go missing too? If you have, let's say you have a matter before involving some high-profile person and you are nobody, that file could go missing too. That file could become, something could add on, something could be edited out, all kind of thing. Because a file disappear and then resurface in a high-profile matter like this. So what about your file now? Anything could happen. And when they say Trinidad is not a real place, people go tell you, you should go somewhere, where? Ukraine. With a war going on. That is not nice to say. It's not nice. It's just not nice, but I'll tell you about that later on. So let me start back. Days after, Attorney General Reginald Amor announced that an investigation was launched into the missing file in the ex-Vindra Naipal Kuhlman murder-accused malicious prosecution case. The file resurfaced. In a statement issued from the AG's office, confirmed the file was located and will be passed on to lead investigator, former appeal court justice Stanley John. John and retired Justice Ralston Nelson were hired last week to investigate the disappearance of the missing file, which is said to be the reason the state failed to mount a defense in a matter brought the 9 former accused in the Naipal Kuhlman kidnapping murder case. The matter involved a claim for malicious prosecution by the men who were eventually awarded a total of $20 million by a High Court master tasked with assessing damages to be awarded to them. Shortly after, the Attorney General Amor held a media briefing where he revealed that the file went missing almost immediately after the claim matter was served on the AG's office in 2020, which resulted in default judgment being granted by Justice Joan Charles. According to Stanley John, in his statement issued from the AG's office, in my capacity as the lead investigator into the captioned subject matter with particular references in the disappearance of the file, case 2020-01243, I was this evening on the 6th of February informed by the Solicitor General, acting Ms. Carlene Sinat, that the file in question was to be handed over to her. I have immediately instructed the Solicitor General to secure the file for collection by the investigation team. The reappearance of the file forms part of the continuing investigation. So the file has surfaced again. Where is that, boy? What craziness is that? Can somebody tell me what craziness is that? What craziness is that? Meanwhile, opposition UNC leader Kamla Prasad Bissessa revealed she last night wrote, she said that she wrote to Chief Justice Ivor Archie calling on the judiciary to clear the air on the controversial matter. Clear the air. According to Prasad Bissessa, High Court Judge Karen Reed Ballantyne, who at the time was the assistant, at that time was the Assistant Solicitor General involving the 9 men, had some questions to answer. Prasad Bisesa, who spoke at a public meeting last night at Debe High School, said the judiciary, headed by Chief Justice, must respond and ensure it doesn't participate in the sham cover-up investigation. Prasad Bisesa also called on Trinidad and Tobago Police Service to get involved in the investigation. Go ahead.
A former lawyer in the AG's office, who is now a High Court judge, you are throwing her under the bus. Because she went to court in this matter for the assessment of the damages. She represented the AG's office when they were assessing this $20 million damages and made submissions at that point. But you had no file. You have no file. I call upon that judge to clear the air. I call upon her, Karen is her name, Karen Reed Ballantyne. I call upon her. Yes, and I'm doing more than just calling on her. I am writing, I've written to the Chief Justice. I'm writing to the Justice, I've written to the Chief Justice. Because at the assessment of damages, and even at that point they could have applied to set aside the default judgment. Even at that last stage of the proceedings, the state was represented there by Assistant Solicitor General Karen Reed, who is now a High Court judge.
You know, today somebody was telling me, well, that is a serious matter. Let's see where it goes. Today somebody was telling me, food prices going up, things hard, but those who get in government assistance, it's not going up at all. It remains the same. And it's so true. There are a lot of disabled persons out there that as much as they might be getting something small, this something small can't do what it did years ago. It can't do it again. It's not like they could work and maybe have an extra job. Some of you might work and do extra stuff to make a little money on the side. But the disabled community cannot do that. They depend solely on a grant. As you know, that grant is the same years now. So somebody just asked me to highlight it, and that's why I'm doing that. But I totally agree with them. Totally agree with them. There's no love, there's no care for members of the disabled community. None. Absolutely none. Government has spent, in times like this, ladies and gentlemen, $131 million to upgrade Skinner Park in San Fernando, which was officially reopened yesterday, just in time for the upcoming Carnival events. Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley expressed joy that the facility was finally open just in time for Calypso Fiesta. While speaking at the opening yesterday, the newly renovated Skinner Park will be able to accommodate 6,000 patrons, with 3,000 in the main stand, 1,500 in 2 bleachers. The amenities in the main bleachers include concession stand, facilities for home and away teams, meeting and conference room, and VIP boxes. The cycling track has been rebuilt, and the football field was reoriented to the north-south position, which meets the minimum FIFA standard. The park was closed for repairs in 2019 and faced multiple construction setbacks caused by COVID-19 pandemic. The PM also said a major $1.6 billion transformation is coming for San Fernando, which will make the city unrecognizable in the next 4 to 5 years. I'm going to tell you something. Before we go, come back to me. I'm going to tell you something. All that is good. It's good. We have so much stadiums out here. We have Brian Lara Stadium, Arthur Bolden Stadium, all kind of thing. We could have party there. We could do what we have to do. But you ask again, in times like this, let me tell you what is a priority if you're already coming from south. Why we can't deal with the traffic congestion? Why we can't come up with an idea? Why we can't purchase land similar like when you go to Jersey, New Jersey and thing, and you want to come back to take the ferry, where your car is parked in a very secure area, in a parkade. They have cameras, well lit. You have the ferry that takes you to Manhattan, and you can take it back, where you park your car. And I'm talking about executive people. Executive people will take the train, the ferry, whatever, to go across. And in order to deal with the traffic congestion, come up with a plan like that. Come up with a plan. Yeah, we're going to make the city in a way. I have no problem with that. That is good. That is good. Come and make sure Ghana's just so too. When you're doing it, come and make sure Ghana's like that too. Come and tell me about the traffic every day we face opposite Price Plaza. It's terrible. Every day, every day. They close off the highway. Come and open part. Come and get a team involved. But again, too much politics playing. Every morning there are people. You know, if you have to go to the embassy on let's say a morning, and you have an appointment 8 o'clock, what you have to get up and leave home 6 o'clock in the morning for 5:30? What? In times like this? Or you have to stay in the Hyatt or something and spend the night? So you can just drive. And, okay, a lot of people can't afford that. But I know a lot of people they do that. Or you have a doctor's appointment. Or you have an interview. Why do you think I don't make appearance on radio, on stations, so on in Port of Spain? I'm not going to get up no 7 o'clock, no 5 o'clock in the morning to go and drive to town. I'm not doing it. I'm just not doing it. I don't need that kind of play. Yeah, flat I say, no, me come 5 o'clock in the morning to get up to come and talk on no TV and all kind of thing, no? Flat I say, no, me about that. And whole day feeling tired and all kind of thing, and I drive people to pick me up, carry me down there, bring me back, and miss my breakfast, and no. Something, what about children who go to Port of Spain schools? You know, there are children from Central and Couva, you're going to SAGs, you're going to Bishops, to QRC, van dropping them, van coming by Medford Quick Shop, early 6 o'clock in the morning, place still dark, you leaving home. Come up with something to alleviate the traffic congestion. Come up with something. Come and tell me where you were going. We could do a ferry, or we could do a train, something. Come up with something. Come up and tell me, well, or look at park in Palmyra, jump something, and similar you have between the medium, run a track. Yeah, run a track. All them things you could do. When you go to New York, you're walking on the road and you see the train running on top, carrying hundreds of thousands of people every day. Millions. That's the level. Skinner Park are doing nothing for me. Skinner Park is only for Carnival. When we are making changes, we must make significant changes that affect the lives of the citizens. That is what we must do. So come up with an idea like that. When I come back, I will tell you, because imagine, $1.6 billion. Come up with an idea. Come and tell me, well, let's get a next ferry. Let's make the ferry, let's make it very attractive. That persons, maybe from Chaguanas to Couva, or deal with it, fix up somewhere in Philly City where cars could go up and maybe take a 300 cars, and that will boost business in the whole of Philly City, Chaguanas, breakfast shop, stores. When people go in the morning, they go watch our store, in the evening they go pass back. I'm just showing you. Come up with ideas like that. What? How much millions? When you're not, when a government makes such, okay, it's like, okay, look at Hyatt and Napa and thing. Professor Hubert Daisy and I was sitting down there, and just to let you know, we had lunch for you know, we had a nice little lunch and whatnot. The pathologist. And we are just talking, like a nice photograph. We have the photograph. And I was sitting there, we were just talking. And in 2002, I believe all that time, when things were kind of good, then, under Patrick Manning, he built it, like Professor Yuba Daisley and I, at the Hyatt. And Saturday was his birthday, so we were just having some drinks. And sometimes when you do things, right, when a government do things that could really, now you find everybody goes to the Hyatt. A lot of people stay in the Hyatt. You have Napa, you have Sapa. All right, you want to do, okay, you want to do the whole of South. But think about people working in Port of Spain. What you can do also. Some of the major companies, government offices that people have to travel to, bring it Central, bring it San Fernando. So the traffic opposite now. So those who go into Port of Spain, the time could cut down a little bit. So now you have people with a coffee in their hand or their roti in their hand and they're driving early morning, that children sleeping in car, sleeping. When they get up, so they're yawning in front of the school. Yawning and you're picking up your bag and you're going. So that children, today they are doctors and lawyers. Today maybe some of them gone away and it's the same jamming. Traffic starting from all Couva. What is that? Come up with some plan. Come up with a plan for that. If people here, they're going to say, nah, that's a good plan. That's a good plan. What about children who need surgeries on the list? Come up and say, we're good. When we start to make money with the Dragon Field and money start to run, say, you know what? I'm going to deal with the first 100, the lesser 100 children waiting for surgery. I want to know. Let me deal with it. Bam shot. Things like that. Cataract surgery. People waiting donkey years. Persons who want to do triple bypass and cardiac surgeries and whatnot. And start fixing equipment in the hospital. Yeah, you want to make San Fernando unrecognizable. But when you go to the hospital, they even have a proper, you can look at that stink of dirty looking hospital. Look at that hospital. Look at that hospital. Look at the windows. Since I was never no South man. I remember 1 or 2 times I went on the street and with my grandmother and thing. I always go to Port of Spain. When I watch them windows and look at our windows, just look at it. The environment alone, you had to be sick. Breeze hitting you. All kind of thing. Fix up spruce it up. Take the money and say, let me spruce it up. Let me take an agent. Do things like that. Do things like that. In the next 5 years, come out and tell, if you, Honorable Prime Minister, if you come out and tell the nation, I realize every morning, boy, remember not everybody have a van to carry them, police blue lights, escort, you need to line up, you have priority bus route and things to take there. Not everybody like that. Come up and say, no, but parents, think about the children. Say, well, my plan, what was my plan this year? When we start to make little money and thing, let me see how we could start something and do it in phases. Let me see how we could do it. Let me bring down some company, some Chinese company or so, whoever, or give our own people work and come up with an arm track. Say, well, some of you who want to go to Port of Spain, we're going to add a next ferry, we're going to do this, a nice parkade, blam, bam, bam. You can have breakfast, you have breakfast places, you have your pancake, you have juices, and everybody in the morning, they're on the laptop, they have free Wi-Fi, you sit down in the boat, you have a gym, a half-an-hour gym, so you can gym out while you're going down, you can swipe your card, you pay a monthly subscription, all kind of thing. It's like something you feel that they just want to keep you down. And although they know what people are doing, they know people better in themselves. But nobody is going to keep us down. Nobody, ladies and gentlemen. I want to say a special to Sasha Cosmetics, Neo Eyewear, HSM Marketing Company, Great Cars in Chase Village, our website company, Jay's Auto Song Solution, Homeland Marketing, Racetrack Wheels, Garden Junkies, Angostura White Oak. Angostura is with us, and that's why I tell you, Angostura is with us. Total Tools is with us. Shop this Valentine at Total Tools One-Stop Station by Selena's Marketing. We have a variety of gift items and combo deals. Get portable radio tool sets, wet and dry vacuums. So for your Valentine, your husband, or your man waka, you want a machine, you can handle him now. Shiklisha, Harry's Water Park, CTS College, Gable X, Caribbean Hair Transplant, Army, Tire Clinic, and the best toys. And just to let you know, I just want you to know, all our YouTubers and them, we have just, in the last 28 days, we have 1,569,000. 1,569,000 persons, 482 views that watch your video, that watch your ad, ladies and gentlemen. The channel has reached over 46,746,343. Just imagine that. Just imagine that, ladies and gentlemen. And they even said your hard work has paid off. Publishing more videos contributed to your channel getting more views than usual. So it's performance. And this is just one platform, Look at people watch you, and that's why I tell I could brandish this in my hand. Anybody in town could be this. Any television station could be this. This just in 1 hour. Anybody? Nobody. And that is why everybody who advertised White Oak, Harry's Water Park, CTS College, all these different persons, Sasha Cosmetics, Total Tools, they are thinking ahead of the game because they realize when they put their ads here, everybody's watching. Not when you go to the stations in town and they say, well, I'll give you 200 spots more than I.A.N. Alleyne. But 200 spots, who's watching? 1 spot on Crime Watch, 2 spots on Crime Watch between 6 and 7. Look at how much people are watching. Just for the month alone, those of you advertised in the last 28 days, 1,569,000 persons, 482 saw your video ad. So ladies and gentlemen, again, if you want the windows of heaven to open on your business, get on to Crime Watch. Let's take a fast break.
This Valentine's, give the gift that will make her day. Celebrate love with Sasha Cosmetics and discover your treasure with our Skin Glow gift box. Available at all 50 locations nationwide. You deserve to glow with Sasha Skin Glow.
Neo Eyewear presents its latest designer eyewear collection. Come in and see our new arrivals of Versace, Giorgio Armani, Michael Kors, Coach, Ray-Ban, Kate Spade, Fossil, Marc Jacobs, Boss, DKNY, 9 West, and much more. Call us at 390-3196 or 672-5052. Find us on Facebook. We carry one of the largest selection of spectacle frames in the country, over 1,300 frames to choose from.
Looking for a fun kind TNT? Welcome to HSM. Look no further, HSM has you covered. We have the widest variety of cars in TNT paired with the #1 showroom vehicle experience. Whether you're looking for a brand new or roller, we have it all. When you the customer experience the difference.
Present your business professionally by calling a websitecompany.com. We'll create a website to expand and digitize your business, sell products, receive orders, and accept payments. Convert visitors into customers. Prices start as low as $3,500. No monthly or annual fees.
JS Autosound Solution for all your car audio and security needs. Specialize in best quality Android head units, 360 camera, amplifiers, subwoofers, and much more. Located at Mad Eye Imports Compound, Fairport. Call today at 488-9253.
Marketing Company Limited and view our large stock of ready-made wrought iron designs. Visit us at 44 Montrose Main Road, Jaquan, or call 235-4283 Gate or 235-4766 Iron.
Here's another reason to advertise on Crime Watch. Over 46 million views on YouTube alone in the last 6 years, an outstanding 14 million views for 2022, and on track to surpass that in 2023. In just the previous month, we have surpassed over 1 million views and over 1 million hours of watch time. Can you imagine the reach our YouTube platform will get you? Don't forget, persons will also see your business every day by watching our live program on television, on our website, our iOS and Android applications, and of course, our Facebook page that boasts over 576,000 followers. Our packages are based on viewership, so that your business can get the most exposure possible. Advertise where the people are watching. Advertise where it matters on Crime Watch.
Santana boy, you can pick me up?
Yeah, where you?
By Racetrack Wheels. Boy, I went inside and I lose my mind. It's the best in brand name rims and high performance tires for so. They have specials, so I make my name. Ha ha ha!
Panarine, you don't have a car?
Patsy go kill me.
Racetrack Wheels. Number 330 Eastern Main Road, Aruca. Number 64 Southern Main Road, Chase Village. And number 82 Bethany Road, Tobago.
And this white talk non-stop. But darling, you cannot leave me. Oil up is who are we, heading down to Trinity. Baby,
on the road as real must be playing. And white talk brings me vibes to jump up Juve morning.
in pretty miles, when rag and flag waving. Once we have white talk, we can over winning.
No run, no cry, we leaving.
We're not missing this jamming.
On the road, white talk, we drinking.
If you know, we raining.
Shop this Valentine's at the Total Tools one-stop station by Selena's Marketing Limited. We have a variety of gift items and combo deals. Get portable radios, tool sets, wet and dry vacuums, grinding drills, weed whackers, blowers, pressure washers, and so much more. We carry the widest range of Total Tools, being the only authorized wholesaler and retailer in the country. Spread the love this Valentine's. Located at 797 Poppery Road, Lower Barrack Po, opposite Screwtech Limited. Contact us at 654-5996 and 367-8665.
Chic Leisure Limited, the Caribbean's largest manufacturers of plain and printed paper bags, leaders in plastic bags, vermicelli, split piece powder, and greaseproof paper, ideal for doubles, french fries, and sandwiches. Supplying stores nationwide. For quality products, trust Chic Leisure Limited, 665-3336.
Harry's Water Park, a place that brings families together. Enjoy over 47 acres of non-stop fun with more than 25 water slides. Come and experience our newest attraction, kids ziplining, fishing arena, and play park. Enjoy our paddle boats, wave pools, lazy river, natural trail, football and volleyball, kayaking, go-kart rides, and so much more. Located at 160 Tabuki Road, Rio Claro, call 798-0049, or you could try 466-9748 or 392-4829 for more info.
Step into a world of opportunities at CTS College, where education is beyond academics. Winner of over 50 world prizes, as well as ACTT Student Service Award. It's a college of your choice for quality education, guaranteed to unlock your true potential. Internationally recognized degree programs. Choose a degree that is right for you. Come in for your free career guidance session and start your future today with CTS College.
What once was glass is now plastic. You get all the benefits of glass without the drawbacks, and only Gable X packaging will get you there. Plastic application works with all the existing capping methods, so the change is simple and seamless. You get visual clarity without the fragility, as well as less scuffing, scratching, and label tearing. We do PET. PET brings many advantages. You get durability and rigidity. It's more economical, durable, recyclable, and beautiful. Our purpose is to help you profit from what's inside the package, and the outside profits the plants. Get ahead of the competition today. Contact Gable X Packaging Limited.
Well, I'm all ready, I'm all set.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm really excited, really excited.
Frank wants us to do a set from front to back.
Army Hardware and Superstore Company Limited, we make hardware shopping a lot easier and affordable. We have everything from foundation to finish. New wave or all using circular deck and pan, pre-painted PVDF, VRC grade 1 red blocks, equal cement, corrugated or smooth steel, and so much more. Approved by the Trinidad and Tobago Bureau of Standards. Come in to any of our 2 locations, Derrick Road, Chase Village, or Royal Road, Aruka. Give us a call at 671-3001 or 692-3629 or WhatsApp 384-25304 for quotations.
Now opened at our Montrose Chaguanas branch. Tire Clinic's truck tire department with a faster tire changer. The largest service bay to facilitate all your heavy equipment needs. We carry tires for cars, motorcycles, or get your alignment done all at one spot. Call or visit us today.
Month-end madness sale at thebesttoys.com. Save more with our exciting deals and special offers on all your favorite items. Car seats, strollers, bouncers, walkers, rockers, high chairs, boosters, playpens, playmats, jungle gyms, baby clothing, baby bottles and feeding accessories, Infantino, Kerber, Geico. Shop online or visit us in-store at First Floor Movie Town, Port of Spain, Forces Flagship McBean and Eastgate Mall Trinity. We have the best brands for the best prices.
Somebody asked why Caribbean Airlines cancel a lot of their flights. I don't know. And not honoring the seats and whatnot. Something like that. Yeah, but you know, you really think here and going to make San Fernando unrecognizable and bring it to some big status. I have no problem with that. But do things where every citizen can see about surgeries, see about just making people happy a little bit. That is all. I don't have a problem with that. But while you're doing that, check the traffic congestion to go to from Port of Spain. What about the traffic on evenings? You have to run out of town like a madman. You have to run out, literally drive out, and you're eating and you're a bus driver. Those who have priority bus should pass with your business. You know business, but it's like it's just because you know traffic and you know it'll take you an hour and a half just to reach the Chaguanas. Yeah. What about people going back to work? Think about all that and say, you know what, let's see how we can lighten this load, get people involved, get the technocrats, see what we could do. When we are spending the money from the public purse, make sure it affects citizens, the majority, in a good way. Say, well, here we're going now. We're going to fix those stadium right now. We are fixing there. Let me see about some surgeries because they have family. Let me see about fixing some of the equipment in Mount Hope. Maybe spend a 30 million so, spend a 30 million so. That is 60 million. Okay, let's see what we can do again. And that'll be so nice, and every day just try to make people's life better. That is all, make people's life better. Come and tell us why you can't register a business. You know, long time people can't register a business because to register a business, the place closed down. All kind of bacchanal thing. And I will tell you this. To who? Kaz? Who's Taj? Oh, Taz. Taj, you visited from Maryland, sorry. Hi, Taj, what's happening? Where are you to eat? Okay, I want to say a special hello to Taj. He's visiting and, you know, he's in Trinidad. Okay, welcome to Trinidad. And you be good. One day you must come to my studio and we put you live here, okay? Yeah. Imagine, and let me tell you something. I tell you Israel take advantage of us, you know. I was at the American Embassy a couple of days ago and doing some business. And I was just looking at persons coming in, Americans and Caucasian persons coming in. They come in with a jersey. maybe a tennis shorts, sneakers. They put their hand there, get a finger thing. All kind of thing. And when we go to government offices, if we have a little armless or slippers, they put us out. How that is possible? In a tropical country, the embassy is open to everybody. It's only people who want to impress people go dress up and put on shirt and tie when you're going by the officer. Hello, yeah, I want to go to America. I want to get my visa. Oh God, stop them shipping. Just normal. If you have your, because they're gonna know you're trying too hard. You put on looking at fancy thing. You're doing your hair, you're doing your nails, and you're going for visa. Them don't know you over trying. Once you have your document, you normal and I normal. Me, I don't put on a suit. I am a normal shirt and I, hello, hi, where you going? What going on here? Hi, Mr. Alleyne, everything good here? My paper here, thing. Yeah, and I'm watching. I not, oh God, I'm begging you. Oh God, this is my last hope, I'm begging you. Please, relax yourself. But in Trinidad, just imagine in this country, them putting you out of government office and because you might have one of those slippers. That is what you can afford. Imagine a big place at the American embassy, not even doing you that. I tell the idea and I see some girls come, I see a girl come through with a short pants, they papa you. What? What? If you see it, they look like it's a team or something. If you see the girl, about 300 friends and them, like, you know, Caucasian whites, you know. And they're normal, and they're little jersey, little knapsack and thing, and the embassy take them and they come in, they the line and thing. Nobody say, hey, you have a slippers, where's a bead slippers? Now you go up the road, in Trinidad, and you doing me that? And when I go by the embassy, they're taking you just as you are, you know, just as you are. It's like the cross, it's like Calvary, just as you are without one plea. There's room at the cross. Though millions have come, there's always room for one. We go to church and that's what we say. But in Trinidad, them telling you go up the road. Boy, up to now, no head honcho lawyer even come and say, well, that is a discrimination, that is this, that is that against my constitutional rights, all kind of thing. Nobody come out, you know, we take it. How we got to take that? And when you talk, Trinidad is not a real place. See the Prime Minister, what he said, go ahead. Go ahead. What happened?
And then you have one or two idiots who talking about whether Trinidad and Tobago is a real place. I wish, every time I read that, I wish they end up in Ukraine. Trinidad, you have a country like Trinidad and Tobago where the diplomats will tell you, being placed in Trinidad and Tobago as a mission officer is one.
Trinidad is not a real place, an idiot. People have the right to express their views. They have all right to do that. There's a constitutional right. A right to praise the Lord, a right to be a Hindu, a right to be a Muslim, a right to do what I have to do. That's my right. So if I make a joke and somebody make a joke and say, Trinidad is not a real place now, they are an idiot and they should go Ukraine. Everybody knows what's going on in Russia and Ukraine right now. There's a war, so send them in a war, let them die. As a prime minister, honorable prime minister. No, don't say that. That's not nice. You have children watching you. You have children watching you. Don't be like that. You have kids watching you. People who might have ambition to become a prime minister one day. They are kids and they are watching. People lead by example. That's not a nice thing to say and say they're an idiot. Of course, I'm just like you. I get upset. People say things about me, and I want to call them and cuss them and things. I say, well, but children watching. I don't want to go on a tantrum and bacchanal people. I can bacchanal real people from up here. But then children watching me, everybody, I.A.N, Alleyne, Uncle I.A.N, my mother like you, my grandmother like you, my uncle like, I got a picture with you, I got a picture, come and they're running up. But if I said it wouldn't look good. You realize it don't look good. It don't look good because children watch you. Of course, sometimes I might slip a little bit, I'm only human. But you can't just say, because people might on social media say Trinidad is not a real place, they are idiot. No man, come now, it don't look good, everything don't look good. Government has spent over 131 million. In fact, this is the clip. Government has spent 131 million to upgrade Skinner Park in San Fernando, which was officially reopened yesterday, just in time for the upcoming carnival. events. Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley expressed joy at the facility, which finally opened just in time for the Calypso Fiesta. Well, do I have images of this? Yeah, go, but images of go, but just do it back again. Go ahead and do, right. Not this time when I was talking about it. So ladies and gentlemen, the cycling track has been rebuilt. Football field was reoriented to a north-south position, which meets the minimum FIFA standard. The park was closed for repairs in 2019 and faced multiple construction setbacks caused by the COVID-19 pandemic. The Prime Minister also said a major 1.6 billion transformation is coming to San Fernando, which will make the city unrecognizable. So there are a lot of people with the opening and whatnot, which is good. Go ahead.
Sport and culture are not secondary. They are primary aspects of our existence. So San Fernando, you've got back Skinner Park. The rest of us who visit San Fernando from time to time, we want to come to the cultural aspects. We want to compete and we want to have fun, as we always do in San Fernando. But at the end of the day, let us continue to say that whatever we do, whether it's in health, in sport, in foreign affairs, or whatever, we have boundless faith in our destiny. Be able to recognize this among the fastest in the country. And decisions to spend public money like this usually come after discussions and arrangements. And the Cabinet of Trinidad and Tobago, which I've led since 2015 September.
I'm live on YouTube, I don't know what you're talking about.
We have been saying to the country, we will do more with less. And while there are a lot of things to be critical about, and we must accept criticism and we must be critical where criticism is required, but let's not do it in a way that gives you the impression that all fall down.
So ladies and gentlemen, we are back. Prime Minister, also searches are still ongoing for 4 fishermen who mysteriously disappeared at sea. The missing men were identified as boat owner 54-year-old Hiralal Linus Kublal and his crewmates, 38-year-old Rishi Kemchan, 40-year-old Andy Tallman George, and George Jotis. The men reportedly left their Mayaro home last Tuesday to set sail on a 5-day expedition, but was reported missing after they were not heard from. Their vessel was found overturned in the sea off the coast of Cedras. The fishermen who found the 32-foot pirogue partially submerged at sea did not find any life jacket or any inflatable rescue raft, which led them to believe that the men may have exited the vessel before it overturned. And that is what we should be focusing on. Finding or dealing with the Coast Guard. Let the Coast Guard give us update on that development with respect to the search. Because persons are terrified right now. Families are terrified. They are saddened because they can't find their loved one lost in the sea. All kind of thing. There's so many things that we do, like putting the card. There's so many things, and we have money. If in 5 years we could spend 1 point something billion, tell me in 5 years how we could deal with traffic congestion, how we could deal with it. They tried everything. They say if we take out the street light, if we take out this light, if we take out by Grand Bazaar, the overpass, no, it's the same thing we're facing. People, there are so much people here, so much cars, so much people. Come up and say, what's going on? But here, what's going on? The price of gas is so much now. Let's, I didn't know the price of steel drop. Anybody know that? Yeah, I hear the price of steel drop. Yeah, from 12,000, 13,000, and it gone back to 7, 8, I think. Yeah, somebody was telling me that. I don't know if that is true. And also, ladies and gentlemen, remember, we are live on YouTube. And just to let you know, and also, those of you who want to, for us to go live at your business place and let everybody see you and see your product, get in contact with us because we have started back our live. Also, those of you who live up the islands, here up the islands, and might have a business and say, Mr. Alleyne, I would like my business to be advertised on your show at 20 seconds, at 30 seconds, and you have the video, you could send it to, because on every Caribbean island, way up, everybody's locked on, everybody. It is amazing. All in Guyana. I think I'm more popular in Guyana than some of the islands. In Barbados, everybody. When I met Mayor Motley, she said, I know, I heard you spoke about me. She was telling me that the Prime Minister for Barbados, when I met her at the Hyatt, and everybody, I saw a couple of our advisors and whatnot, they were there. And so many people are locked on. So to those of you who mightn't have a business in Trinidad and Tobago and want to promote your business, maybe in Guyana, Suriname, St. Lucia, St. Kitts and Nevis, say the word. Just send your video and we're going to up and run it right here and everybody's going to see. And it's going to have all your foreign numbers and whatnot. And even those who might have companies abroad like in New York and parts of London, and you know, because everybody's watching. Imagine we are just 1.2 million persons, 1.3 million persons, and you have 46 million persons who watch this show from 2016 to now, 46 million persons who watch this show. You have before the year is up, just in 2023, in 2023, we have over 1,569,482 persons that looked at videos. So imagine if one of those persons can see your video advertising. You're from Guyana, you're from the small islands, up there, wherever, and you want to put it on our show, that is possible. All those things, that's why we are taking Crime Watch to another level. Also, ladies and gentlemen, there's this guy, his name is Aquaman. You should give me that earlier, boy. Hey, Pat, what's going on? Hakim Kerr, a.k.a. Aquaman, from Upper Bel Air Road in Belmont. St. Martin police are charged with stealing multiple vehicles. Yeah. So I don't want to put charged with stealing multiple cars. 6 cars. No bail, Aquaman. Shameless. Shameless. All that gold you're wearing. And that way you're doing? Charged with stealing cars. But nobody want to hear about all you and see all you, know? Anybody could do that. Anybody could steal somebody's car. Could never be a good person. You're a monster. You could never be a good person. How you could steal somebody's car when they're still paying for it? Or a young girl go to the bank and take out a car, pay an installment every month, $1,300, $1,400, $2,000, $3,000. That people working for $5,000 a month and paying $2,000 installment, $3,000 installment. They are $2,000 till time and they're living. And you come and thief the people car and you think that is a normal thing? How that is possible? What we should focus on in strengthening the laws and the penalty for persons who caught stealing cars. If we know that these things, it has become so prevalent. Once you are caught with a stolen car, give them a list of things that will happen to you. That is what we should be focusing on, not on a missing file go missing. But I tell you, everybody have a chance and in a position to better the lives of these citizens. And nobody's doing it, nobody. Only themselves and themselves alone. And everything is just political. Put these citizens first for one time. Ladies and gentlemen, a rescue team discovered a body washed ashore in the Guayagüeyari district while conducting a search for the missing Mayaro man this morning. The body is believed to be that of Suresh Hiraman of Sukdev Trace Ridge Road, San Pedro, Rio Claro, who was reported missing after he disappeared while camping in Guayagüeyari on Sunday. Around 12 p.m. on Saturday, Hiraman, along with 4 other men, set up camp at Galiota, Guayagüeyari. At about 2 a.m. on Sunday, while the other men were asleep, Hiraman began walking towards the road. One of the other men awoke and asked him where he was going, and he replied, "I'm coming back." That is song ain't good. Nah. And then the body, so he walked straight in his seat then. Nah. I would have hold everybody, put them in separate cells and question them. Nah. A man gone to camp, and he say everybody's sleeping. One man see him walk on the road. And you can't find him. And now they find the body. If the man drunk while everybody was lying, come out and say that. But autopsy will say if there's any marks of violence, anything. You understand? So ladies and gentlemen, we are out of time. And just to let you know that the death toll crosses 7,500 after 2 powerful earthquakes struck Turkey, northwest Syria, with a 12-hour span on Monday the 6th. Go ahead.
Who had been trapped for more than 30 hours. Gosh, that video is so hard to look at. But it is some good news amid all of the devastation. Joining me now from Ankara, Turkey, is NBC News foreign correspondent Matt Bradley. Matt, set the scene for us.
Well, actually, Katie, I'm in Adana right now in southern Turkey, and as you can see behind me, this rescue effort is still ongoing, still incredibly desperate. Now, we've been here at this site all day, and when we arrived earlier in the afternoon, there were mostly just ordinary people, folks from around the neighborhood who were piling on top of this wreckage, and there were some professional emergency workers here too, but they were trying with their bare hands to try to lift huge blocks of concrete, trying to burrow through, trying to find signs of life, anybody who's around. And it only was in the last couple of hours that we've seen real authorities.
So ladies and gentlemen, the death toll has reached over 7,500. That's why sometimes don't take your life for granted, you know. Don't take life for granted, and you can be sleeping and things could happen. That's so sad, yes. And you looked at when those buildings collapse, and there's one next issue with that, because you have to be real careful of your financing and how you're sending money, because, you know, with ISIS, and, you know, you have to be real cautious. I was chatting with some people last night, and we were talking about that, and they raised that, you know, that issue that even sending money there, you have to be real cautious. You have to know what channel you're sending that, because you could come across like your financing, if you're in Syria. All kind of thing. It's a touchy issue. It's a real touchy issue, but I guess the international community, they know how to, you know, how to send humanitarian stuff, efforts, and humanitarian effort and whatnot to assist people there. But that is a real setback. That is like 50 years setback. That's a 50 years setback. Like a setback. That whole country just setback. I mean, everybody was going to Turkey for hair transplant, everything, and it's just sad. So ladies and gentlemen, we're out of time. And again, to all our advertisers, I want to tell you thanks. And those of you who are looking at me on YouTube, let everybody know that we are back today on YouTube. All the shows that you missed and whatnot, it's back. You haven't missed anything because we have put it back into our archives. I'm going to be back tomorrow. And we're going to take some calls and whatnot. And remember, if you want us to do live or you want to get your ad on, message me one time. Thanks again. Good night.